Let me tell you about what I want. The theme tonight is ideas into action, okay? So I'm just going to tell you very straight up about action that we need you to take. Washington State suddenly finds itself in a very useful and interesting position. There is a huge pile of coal out there in Montana and Wyoming in a place called the Powder River Basin. Environmentalists here and around the country have done a good job of stopping new coal-fired power plants. 5 years ago, there were 150 on the books. Now there's only 15 or 20 of those that have any chance of getting built. That's a great victory of which we should be enormously proud. But that means the guys who own all that coal in Montana and Wyoming need someplace else to sell it, but someplace they've decided on is China. In order to get it to China, they need to get it to the Pacific and put it on a big ship. In order to do that, they need to travel it through the state of Washington, and they probably need a deep water port. The place that's the leading contender right now is the town of Bellingham up there by the border, all right? Now, that coal port fight is your great opportunity to do something unbelievably heroic. You can make an enormous difference. You can put the cork in that bottle and keep that coal in the ground where it is safe. If they can't get it to market, they won't mine it, all right? I was in Bellingham last night for the kind of kickoff of this thing, and there were 1,000 people who came to the Village Green. They said it was the biggest gathering in the Village Green ever, and 800 of them signed this petition that Climate Solutions and others are putting around. It's going to be circulating in here. I heard that the capacity of this place was 832, so I have high expectations that how many names will be on this petition. Time we're done. Also, just heard a couple of minutes ago, one of the things we were asking people to do last night was come to a little information session, listening session that the mayor was holding. We apparently did our job well because 300 people came to the session and there were 200 stuck outside in the street demanding to get in. This is one of these cases that's kind of dear to my heart because you get to say no. But by saying no, you are saying yes in a very serious way. When we say no to business as usual, then we say yes to a different way of doing things. And that different way that is starting to emerge is going to be spectacularly beautiful. It's going to be people using the wind and the sun to get done what we need doing. It's going to be a farmer's market in electrons like we have a farmer's market in food. It's going to be potentially the start of a decentralized, democratic energy system that allows for real economic justice in this country, not the kind of centralized, conglomeratized, monopolized,